For quite some time, NEET aspirants and their parents are asking whether the NEET exam will be postponed. This question is coming around, and many candidates were asking, particularly after the JEE exam was postponed. Everyone was curious and anxious whether the exam will be postponed. With the current outbreak of coronavirus, most of us were expecting that this announcement is going to happen. The government has tried to delay as much as possible, but I think now they have no choice. So today they have announced that the NEET exam is going to be postponed. So the announcement came through a tweet message. I saw a tweet message from Dr. Ramesh Pokhriyal from Ministry of HRD. Subsequently, I also saw a notification or a public notice in NTA website, NTA NEET website. So let's go and see exactly what is the notice talking all about and how it is going to affect your preparations, and whether there is any new date that has been announced. Let's try to find out. Now let's go to NTA NEET website. So if you look at the NTA NEET website, under the news and events, you can see that there is a public notice: postponement of national eligibility cum entrance test, NEET UG May 2020. So this is NTA website. So it's officially posted now. So let me click this and see the document, what exactly the document says. Let's try to go and see. Okay, so this is the public notice dated 27 March 2020, that is today. The subject is postponement of national eligibility cum entrance test, NEET UG May 2020. In view of the hardships faced by the parents and the students due to COVID-19 epidemic, the National Testing Agency has postponed the ensuing NEET UG May 2020 examination, scheduled to be held on the 3rd May 2020. Okay, so the NTA has postponed the exam, which was originally supposed to be held on 3rd May 2020. We are hopeful that we would get back to normal situation relatively soon, but for now, various concerned ministries and examination boards are examining the scenario to evaluate the situation that may necessitate any change in the schedule. As of now, the examination is proposed to be held in the last week on May 2020, right? So this is the key for when the exam most likely may happen, okay? So which is like the last week of May 2020. So probably about 3 to 4 weeks of delay. So as of now, okay, the key here is as of now, the examination is proposed to be held in the last week of May 2020. But this is only a proposal, it's still not finalized. Exact date will be announced later on after assessing the situation. So it all depends on whether the situation is going to improve or is it going to deteriorate. If the virus outbreak is controlled by the lockdown date, that is the 21 days lockdown announced by the Indian government, then most likely we may have the exam by end of May. But in case, unfortunately, let's hope that it doesn't happen. If the situation is not improving and it's going to prolong a little bit more, then probably we are looking at a much more difficult scenario. Let us all pray that it doesn't happen. Okay. Let's try to see further what exactly the notice says. Accordingly, the admit cards for the examination, which were to be issued on 27th March 2020, will now be issued later on after assessing the situation after 15th April 2020 only. So the admit cards which were originally supposed to be released on 27 March 2020, now we don't know when it will be released. Of course, they cannot release the admit card unless the exam date is finalized. So The decision might be taken after 15th April 2020, that is after the lockdown of 21 days closes. Then the government might review the situation, review how better the conditions are. Then accordingly, they might decide the exam date, and subsequently the admit cards might be released. So right now it's all open. We don't know what is going to happen. Only thing we all can do is we all can stay safe. We all can stay within our home. Please don't go out. So that's the only way the virus is going to be controlled and the exam is going to happen at least by end of May. Let's see whether there is anything else given in this notice. NTA would expect students and parents to not worry about the examination. Yes, perfectly. Moreover, parents are requested to help young students utilize this time for preparing for the examination and focus on critical concepts in order to close learning gaps, if any. Okay, probably you might have just finished the board exams and some of you might find it difficult to get the time to prepare for the exam. So this is something you all might be happy with. So prepare better for the exam, get the concepts right, go through the NCERT book, and you can go to online content. Now a lot of online content has been made free. Particularly I saw an article on extra marks application has been given free access for 1 month, I believe. In addition, you could find a lot of free resources on internet. So please use this additional time to better prepare for the exam. The candidates are also being informed individually through their registered mobile number. So that's fine. So those are the things in case if you want to have any contact, if you want to find any information, the numbers are given. But anyway, there is nothing else you can find as of now. Okay, the exam has been postponed basically without any date that has been fixed. The only thing as of now, let's hope that the exam happens by last week of May 2020. So what you can do now, I kindly request parents to allow the candidates to take 1 or 2 days of break. I believe it's good to have a small break right now because we don't know when the exam is going to happen. I'm sure the candidates are working very hard for the exam in the past few weeks. So probably let them take a break. Okay, give them a break of 1 or 2 days. Let them stay away from the studies. Let them watch maybe some fun activities. Let them watch some TV or some games or something. Let them relax for 1 or 2 days. So this relaxation might help them to come back strong, might come back with a lot of energy and work towards the NEET exam the second time, right? So preferably I expect the parents to allow them to have a small break, because right now their focus would have been to finish the exam by 3rd May. With the exam getting postponed, it's always a headache, right? I had been in this situation before. I have been in exams where the exams get postponed regularly, and every time the agony of waiting for the exam and the agony of waiting without knowing what is the exam date is even more difficult for the candidates to handle. So let them have a small break and then let them start working towards the end of May 2020 NEET exam. So my best wishes to the candidates, and I will update you if there is any changes or any new dates that are being announced. I will update you. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay indoors, don't go out. The only way for us to control the virus is to stay home. Okay, use this time effectively. I see you in some other video soon. Until then, take care. Bye bye.